Hi Spidey-Fans, it's your friendly neighbourhood, the ultimate Spider-Man fan here, and I'm here with a wee review video on the latest, latest gameplay of Spider-Man, the Black Cat DLC, HEIST, the first DLC part of the City That Never Sleeps DLC. So, I'll just do my intro anyway, because I don't think you're going to see it at the beginning. So, for those of you Spy fans who don't know, because I know a lot of you do, like, subscribe, comment, share, and hit the bell, and then follow me on Twitter as well. Type in the @ all capitals without spaces, the ultimate Spidey, SPID. And I'm just going to get it. So basically, the first thing I want to say is basically I really have enjoyed this deal. I've really enjoyed this. As you can tell by the screenshots, I'm playing a wee bit in the background. It's the whole story basically, but cut up. I actually really enjoyed this part of the DLC. Like, I love the way it opens. Like, first of all, it opens up with Mary Jane talking to you about the Magia crime families that are out in New York because of a Fisk takedown or something like that, she says. And then she alerts Spider-Man to say that there's been a disturbance over at a museum with the Maria picture. So you head over there, and can I just say, it's this, the museum scene is one heck of an epic fight scene to open up. Like, in the main story, the Kingpin fights an epic opening fight scene. This was just as good. This was an epic way to open up a fight scene in the DLC. Basically, I just love the way it played out. Like, you head to the museum, you have to get the fingerprints and all that, and then after this fight, you get to meet Black Cat, and then after this wee bit, after you meet Black Cat, you get I actually love the way that they done these bomb things. The way I love that this wee bit there, where they you have to use the wee spider bot to find all the bombs underneath the vehicles. I thought that was actually a really cool method, especially with the way you get to see a wee view of the wee bot before getting the action. And then after that, it's really interesting to see you get a call out of the blue from an random copper claiming himself to be Detective Mackey, and then I find it interesting how he calls you out of the blue, you meet up with him, and then as you can see here, you go around collecting all the paintings, all of the Hardy stolen art paintings from the museum, from Walter Hardy's, the original Black Cat's the original Black Cat Cat's paintings that he stored away. And then at the end, I have to admit, it was really good to see it, but it was also shocking that basically, at the end, after you collected all the paintings, in the phone call, he says, "Look after her, it would mean a lot to me." And then whenever you head back then after Spider-Man calls him back, and then there's no service, which confused him as well as me the first time, because you heard me on the broadcast. You go back and you get found out that the name doesn't even ring a bell, and he realises that it's been a mislead. He's been had. The person that he met, the person was in fact Walter Hardy, aka Felicia Hardy / Black Cat's dad, who supposedly died trying to escape from Rikers. So I thought that was actually a big shocker right there to me, because I didn't expect that at all. But that was such a flip. But sorry, Spy fans, I'm going by the screenshots here. And it was very I actually really enjoyed going up against the mob, the Hammerheads guys, and it was really interesting to see that all through all this, you're basically this bit here. You were basically you got Mary Jane told you a wee bit about a disturbance on the street, and then after this fight, it turned out that that was a distraction, while Felicia was actually somewhere else. Just a few blocks away. I will admit about these new villains, they're pretty cool. It was a real shock to see the big one come out, the big fat guys with the miniguns, literally. Like, in my opinion, they actually are, like, in my opinion, the Falcons are hard enough to beat without guns, but I still thought that was pretty cool. Literally, like right here, this is right after Black Cat steals a statue and gets another drive out of it, and then puts it in Spider-Man's hands to make them think that he took it. But yeah, and then like, I just love the way the communication with Spidey and Black Cat is in this, and the way that she says later on in the story she's got a son, which basically like, at first whenever she actually said that, I actually couldn't even believe it, and especially since Peter could have been the father. And I also like in a wee way, I also like, I saw it in the trophies, but I actually forgot about it. Like I love the new activities around the city with Screwball's return. Like, I will admit, in the main story she was she was pretty annoying, and then this one she was too. But like, I love how there's all sorts of different activities now. Like, she puts out combat challenges, gadget challenges, like challenges where you have to go around web shooting those things. A wee bit like, it was like, it's stupid saying this, but it was a wee reference to the Electro Max Dillon fight, because of the fact that because like in the Electro Max Dillon fight, you had, whenever he was above those with the lightning strikes, you had to blow them up, and you have to do that again in this. And I find those bits where you had to go through those pretty like funny, but it was a wee bit weird, that like the way the screen goes purple and shit. I have to admit, in the fight scenes with those were actually pretty annoying, because like, in my like, whenever I'm fighting, the thing always slowed down whenever I was trying to smack someone. Like, they were annoying, but they were fun at the same time. I mean, like, so like, I will admit, I did like, because I love the new villains, I love the new activities. I mean, like, I really did like going around collecting all the paintings, a wee bit like the backpacks and the other things. But yeah. Now on to the new suits. Now, first of all, I will say before I start, I love how they added in another pigeon chase. Whenever you go for one of the paintings, a pigeon comes by and next to painting on you, then you have to chase the bird around for a bit. I like how they made this pigeon sort of return. I like that. But yeah, onto the Resentless suit. I actually quite like the Resentless suit, because the orange web lines only remind me of the Secret Wars suit. But yeah, I think it's a pretty cool suit. Too bad it doesn't have a superpower, a suit power. And the Spidey UK suit, Billy Braddock. I actually like I actually do like this suit, mostly because it's from my country suit. But yeah, I love the design on it, and it's a bit of a shame it doesn't have a suit power, but it's alright. And like, I really love the design of it. The colours of it are pretty good. And as for the no, I'm not going to put the Scarlet Spider up yet. I will, however, say I've got something to say about that, because I was saying to you about the suit power. That I'll explain something to you at the end of this video. But yeah, and yes, this chase sequence with the Black Cat, I actually thought this is actually a pretty good chase scene. Like running through the, like, it's a good way to how they did it, running through the streets after she electrocuted your web shooters. Then you jump off the wall and you fall onto the ground. Then you have to chase her through the streets. I love that. I love the method of that, the way that this mission plays out, especially whenever especially here, whenever you're like, I love that bit where like you're going onto the roads and then out of the blue there's random vehicles coming at you. I love that, man. Now, there's a wee Easter egg here. I mentioned this to use in the in my broadcast of it. I don't know if you heard me, but those electric things coming from the ground, that's actually a wee bit of an Easter egg to Spider-Man Edge of Time, but it's only to me, because the fact that if you remember going down in Miguel O'Hara, Spider-Man 2099, going down the elevator where Mary Jane was trapped in the elevator, all the tentacles coming out at you, coming down each side, that's a wee reference to that, to me. Just to me, that's a reference to that. That's a wee Easter egg. But yeah, I love this chase sequence. You go and start from the streets, head into the subway, and then afterwards here, I love the bit where you have to chase her here, and as you're going there, you get the option to start web shooting her with R1 like this, and I love how they communicate while chasing each other. She's saying, "Why are you webbing me?" And he says, he actually tells her why he's trying to slow her down, like in other Spider-Man games. I don't remember them communicating like that. I mean, like telling them what they're actually doing. She said, "Why are you webbing me? I'm trying to slow you down." I don't remember that method being in any other game, unless it wasn't. I can't remember. But I actually do love that method. Like, this entire chase sequence is epic. I will be honest, I actually did think it would be a bit like the Shockers chase scene, but like, yeah, I actually really love this fight sequence. Like, okay, I will admit it was pretty annoying when she was putting out those electric things, but I still loved it. And yes, I absolutely love the idea that they put one more Mary Jane mission in it. And hopefully in the next 2 DLCs, hey, possibly we might even get another Miles Morales gameplay. I love the way you could go around this yard as Mary Jane, photographing stuff and taking out some of the Magia bad guys. And I actually like basically and plus here like, I love the way that by the end, whenever it's coming up to the ending of the DLC, you and Black Cat team up with each other to take down the last two Magia crime families. Where you start here, and a massive fight comes out here. Your team working here, and then after this mission, you have to go to the shipyard, and then basically that's the final mission. And I will just admit, it was a wee long mission, a big stealthy mission, because you could not be spotted by any of them because of Felicia telling you about how they've kidnapped their son. And I will admit, I actually did like. It was really cool how it was a wee method taken from the Grand Central Terminal mission with Mary Jane and Spider-Man, because while she was walking around, you were able to hit square and you could get Spider-Man to take down the bad guys. And this time you press the right on the D-pad, and you can get Felicia, the Black Cat, to take them out. So it was the same method, just a different way. But I actually just really loved how this played out. And then whenever you took all them out, you basically had to open a few containers looking for the baby. And I was actually quite shocked to see the Silver Sable weapons in it, and so was Spidey. So basically, this was actually a good way to end a wee small DLC with an epic fight scene like this. So basically, the Magia family stole Silver Sable's equipment and basically to fight them with it. Like, I have to admit, this fight scene, the first time on my broadcast, if you Spy-Fans seen it, I did go pretty nuts at this. But I will admit, it was an epic way to have a final fight scene right before the end of the story. Which then, because after you beat all these guys, after a few more came along, you head into the vault where Black Cat went, and find out that she played you yet again. And basically, you get played by Felicia Hardy, Black Cat, and her dad, Walter Hardy. So basically, here she tells that it's all worked out. She made up the whole thing because she needed Spider-Man's help to pull off this big job against Hammerhead. So I have to admit, it was a big turn of events where she made up that she had a son and he was kidnapped by Hammerhead, and she only did that to get Spider-Man's help. And then at the end, you had to rush. At the end, you have to rush back to try to save her from Hammerhead blowing the place up. Boom. But like, at this point, I was really shocked to see it. But a lot of people are saying she didn't die. Like, I did play it in slow motion, I will say, and I did see white smoke, so maybe she is still alive. But yeah, that was one. Like, it was a good cliffhanger to end the story with, to be continued. And there was another wee bit of an interesting part there whenever Mary Jane said to Peter he's going to make a great father someday. So it's interesting to see where that's going to go in the future. Now, for the Scarlet Spider outfit. I've got something to say about this, because I was wrong. Right. I was basically saying to you how it was weird that there was no suit power with this. Because of the fact that Kane Parker's powers are basically his spider hair sticking out of him. Well, you see, I've got a wee thing to say about that. It wouldn't have been on the suit, because that's not a suit power. That's Kane Parker's power itself. That's Kane Parker's superpower that he can actually do with his body. That's not exactly a suit power. Like, if you look at these, advanced suit, the one Doc Ock gives you, battle focus. Classic suit, an obvious suit power, web blossom spinning around in circles, spinning webs. Spider-Man North from the year 1602, Sound of Silence. Scarlet Spider suit, Ben Reilly holo decoy. Bulletproof from the Astonishing Spider-Man books. And the Secret Wars suit, Arms Race. Homecoming suit, Stark suit, Spider drone ability from the movie. Suit power, negative suit, negative shockwave like Mr. Negative's energy. Electric suit, electric punch. Spider punk, rock out. Ultimate Spider-Man wrestler suit, King of the Ring. Fear itself suit, quad damage. Stealth big time suit, blur projector. Spider armor Mark III suit, titanium alloy plates. Bulletproof basically from bullets. Spider-Man 2099, low gravity, because he can actually do that in his universe. Spider-Arms from Avengers Infinity War. Velocity suit, Blitz, super fast. All new Spider-Man suit, Mark IV suit, defense shield. Astonishing Spider-Man books. Spirit Spider-Man, Spirit Fire. Spider-Man 2099, white suit, concussion block, strike. Cartoon version of the classic suit, vintage comic book suit, quips. Last Stand suit, unrelenting fury. Undies, Evicurizer. He wants to get the fight done quicker basically because he's in his underwear. Homecoming suit, now this one doesn't have a suit power because it doesn't have a suit power in the movie. So that's understandable. ESU suit, no suit power, you can put on the web blossom any suit you want. Sorry, suit power you want. Antiox suit, resupply, goes with a suit from the game. Dark suit, no power, just put whatever you want on it. Relentless suit, could have had a suit power but still cool without it. Still cool. And Spider UK suit, there's no suit power for that, so put on whatever you want. So yeah, basically the Kane Parker suit. What I realised about this, his ability is not actually the suit power. It would probably be nice to have it in, but I actually think it's actually better this way. Basically, the Stark suit, right, and the Homecoming homemade suit and the Stark suit. The homemade suit has no ability, right? The Spider drone is the ability of the Stark suit. The legs are the ability of the Infinity War Iron Spider suit. It's not exactly his power. Kane Parker's power, his body power, is to do that with his hairs. That isn't a suit power. So technically that's alright. That should be alright for the game. I would have liked it, but it's more realistic this way. It's not exactly the suit parts. It's Kane Parker's his own power basically. So that's why it's not on the suit in the game. But yeah, other than that, that's all I wanted to say about the Spidey-Fans. Yeah, like I said, I'm madly in love with this DLC. Loved it, as I've just said to you. And I would get a rating, let's say, including the suit powers, but they're still realistic because of the fact I was going to give it a low, just the suits, a low rating, but because I just worked that out, I won't. It's still, the DLC is brilliant to me, the suits are amazing. I'm going to give this all I can say is 12 out of 10. I would go for 11 out of 10, but it's better than that to me, just in my opinion. a 12 out of 10 for this, including the suits, because it's not exactly a suit parlor there. But yeah, other than that, thanks for watching, and yeah, 12 out of 10 for this DLC. Can't wait for the next one, see where the story heads. Other than that, thanks for watching, I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see all you Spy fans in all of my next epic Spidey videos. It's your friendly neighbourhood, the ultimate Spidey fan, over and out. Thwap, 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 thwap.